streaming. Check over here. Are in fact live. Post that there. Close the window. Post that there. Post. Close the thing. Eat. Whatever it's called. I don't know what the heck it's called. Didn't clearly define it. It's a post. It's not gonna say anything. It's a post. I don't know where everybody is. Oh shoot. What? Okay. I'm streaming, why not? Let all the friendos know that I am out here existing while being sick. Why not? Why not, why not, why not? RAM usage is going steady, I think. Oh, my art program's still up. I don't need that up right now. I just got done drawing up the new banner. It's not sized properly for any of the platforms yet, but it's up. It's up. I've got a couple of spots where I still need to do my thing. I'm so happy with how nice that looks on everything. New profile picture. Looks good when it's posted on the stuff. I do most of my own art. So yeah, I drew the banner, I drew the new profile picture and everything. For most of this stuff, you can see like the full versions of these, because on Art Dump. In the case of the profile picture, it's already up there. In the case of the banner, it will be up there. Alright. Discord is up. It's doing its thing. Twitch is up, and it's doing its thing. Anyway, almost forgot to post some links. Alright, let's see. Got all the links. Doing the thing. Any that I missed, any that I forgot. Yay, nay. My phone needs to be muted. Oh, I forgot to give one to Bell. Even though he knows I stream at this time, I've in fact let him know multiple times. He tends to forget that I go live. And that I've been keeping a consistent schedule. Let's hope he pops in, if he's free. Alright, everybody. Hello and welcome in, everybody. I'm your humble host, Gavin the Kitty, and today I am sick, so we are just chatting for a little while, and while we wait, we're going to listen to the lovely menu music from the Megaman.exe Legacy Collection 1. And of course, I can peruse some of the menu things while we wait. I'm mostly just gonna sit and chat while we play music. At least for a little while. Eventually I will play one of these games if I start feeling good enough, but for now it's just about getting my lymph nodes not as swollen, and I haven't really talked for like the last day and a half. And yeah, it's done wonders, and by wonders I mean yeah, that'll work. That'll work. I'll listen to the open. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, no, 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 no. So that snowstorm came and it hit. I'll tell you right now, it was not pretty. It was massive. And then I got sick with my husband at the exact same time as it was coming through, so I felt it like a day in advance. Like, you know how you, like, when you start to get sick, you like cough. Like, for me, I cough a few more times than I'd expect. Like, it stays, it lingers. So I was coughing a little bit. I didn't really like it. And then out of nowhere, oh, yeah, I was sick. So I took some medicine, thinking, oh, this will help. It postponed the symptoms. Took some more medicine to postpone the symptoms again. Then it fully hit me on Monday. And then by Tuesday, I was just dead. Today, I was like, alright, I'm feeling better. At like 8 in the morning, I was like, I can finally feel good. But like, my mouth had dried out so much that like it hurt to talk. It sounded like an old man with a whisper. Like, you know how some old people who smoke a lot, they get kind of a raspy, whispery voice. That was where I was at this morning. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream. Luckily, I mean, I'm here. I'm able to stream. So I made the post this morning about me being sick for nothing. Although, it was probably better for me to do that because, yeah, doing otherwise would have been dumb of me. Because, you know, I got a consistent schedule. I'm doing real well at keeping that consistent schedule, and I'd like to keep it going. Especially after how well the short did on Monday. Oh my god, over 600 views on that. That made me like, whoa, guys. Aren't you watching my stuff for once? Holy cow. It was really weird to see. Put me in a good mood, especially since I haven't really uploaded much in the last, like, year. Oh, I did some new computer optimizations for the graphics card and stuff. And hopefully that makes certain things a little bit more stable. It's definitely made video, like, rendering out a little better. And it's improved the bitrate a lot. So I'm hoping that this does well for everything. I'm gonna upgrade, yeah, I'm gonna change the title so it's a bit more accurate. Because technically I'm just doing this before we do it. Yeah, most of today is just gonna be me hanging out, vibing. Well, I suppose I could pull up the images. You know, I don't really do that much. Like, on here. Because, like, show off the actual artwork. Called it Accurate Cat because I based it on my actual body proportions for how this is. So, like, my actual physical body proportions for this piece. So, a little wider, a little stouter. You know. Stubbier, fluffier where it counts, you know. How it is sometimes. I think I did pretty well for in all honesty. I used different types of texturing and whatnot. I pulled some stuff from like images. I did certain things as like different sheets of paper. Pulled those textures in. Like the jacket here is actually, I took a photo of my jacket while I was wearing it, and I rendered in the texture by like sending the photo to myself that I had just taken at full resolution that my phone could handle, and then sticking it on there, and then spreading it across, and then cleaning up all of the edges so it's not like awful. And there's like one tiny mistake, like right here, right near the left. The right side of the piece, on the inside, there's a little piece that mimics a couple pixels to the right of it, because I accidentally erased too far. This top, the shirt, I found this really cute top that I wanted to buy, but I don't have the money for it. And I found it, and I thought, oh, wouldn't that be perfect? And I added it to it. But it's like a $50 top, and I really don't have the money for that at the moment. Yeah, but you know, it's something. It looks good. I think it would look good on me. Although it isn't a full shirt, it's just a crop top. But like, you know, for loungewear around the house, you know, sometimes I dress a little differently. The jeans, on the other hand, that's a stock photo. It's a stock photo of a pair of jeans. And then for the whites, I actually didn't like draw the whites in. That is a piece of crumpled paper that I found on the internet for a stock photo, and I just stuck it on there and cleaned up the edges around all the sections. And then I physically did the little dots. It's one of the brushes that I have. And then I added a black layer and a white layer. And it's kind of hard to see. And I bet if I get real close, you can actually see the individual little dots there. Yeah, that is the stuff that I do. This is the artwork that I do. Let's see. Check the RAM so far. We gotta keep checking RAM. I had a memory overflow. That was what was causing crashes, and I want to make sure that I'm not crashing as many times as previously. I shouldn't, because I figured out there was a graphics card issue, and I got that fixed. But I still want to make sure that the RAM is still doing good, because this application is for Windows, and they don't have a Linux version, and the developer of Vignon, please make a Linux Mint version. Please. You don't have to update it with the newest stuff constantly, but please make a version for Linux. That's all I'm saying. Please. I'll even beta test for you. Just do it. Let's see. There's the new banner. Oh, you know, I want to add this. I want to do this. I want to do this right here, right now. So this Megaman leak has been out there since forever. And hi, Sacrificial Spade. Welcome in. How you doing? We're just I'm just asking a general question at the moment. Your name is let me see here. Clever way to do this. Oh gosh. I can't do it. I know I've done clever ones in the past, I just can't think of anything right now. That's part of the problem of being a little sick. Throw. Yeah, the throw now works. I need to refine the angle, but thank you for throwing things at me. I was asking another question because this is a new leak that came out. From a Megaman. This is a toy. Well, model figure. It's meant for adults. It's a really cool model thing, and it's awesome. It's like for older teens and adults. You basically like buy these kits and you can put them together, and it's really fun. They're kind of expensive. Anyways, this was one of the new ones that they leaked about 2 years ago when Megaman Override, Dual Override started development, and we have heard nothing of it, but they keep using this image to tease upcoming events. We have no idea what this is. It could be a new Zero armor, it could be a new X armor for a new X game, it could be a new Star Force form for another Star Force game, and it could be a tease for a Dual Override. We have no idea, So I drew this up, and I was going to take a poll, and everybody has voted for everything except for Dual Override, which I think is kind of funny. I was going to make a little short video on it, but then I got sick. Like, in the midst of me recording, I started coughing, and I was like, I can't. I can't. How is everybody doing today? Everybody good? Anybody screaming and hollering? I'll play the game in a little bit. I just need time. Because for right now, I am just... I was not expecting to, like, not feel well. But the storm came through and knocked me out of whack. I seriously think it was just a mixture of the storm and also... not just the storm. I think it was the storm and a mixture of maybe food poisoning or something. But if it was food poisoning, then I have no idea where I got it from. And if it's just the storm, then I have no idea how. I'm going to change the song in a second. For as much as I like Storm Owl's theme, I'm good. I'm good with not doing Storm Owl's theme. Frost Walrus is good. Both versions of Frost Walrus are good. I'm gonna keep showing off my art for a while. Let's see. Those were made for a video. Oh, this was a neat robot hand test that I did. Yes, I know that a lot of my art looks very traditional and physical, but believe it or not, all of my artwork, as of recently, has all been digital. So this is digital. It's just part of the brushes and stuff that I have on my art program. And honestly, I think it looks pretty good, but, you know. What do you guys think? Here's a drawing I did of my husband. Sacrificial Spade, you have been watching stream for a 7-stream streak. Nice job. So awesome for that. Thank you for tuning in for the last 7 streams. It's pretty awesome, actually. Yeah. Here's what I did of my husband. It's kind of a meme. Yes, that. I said, I don't remember where the quote came from, but like this was just the meme of the day for me. I don't have that much art that I can just show off, because a lot of it has been test work and stuff that I don't really consider to be my bestest work in the world. Or work that I've done for other. You know what I haven't shown off too much? Vortex, man. Voting starts in like 2 days, and I have no idea if I got in, but if I got in, please. Someone at Capcom. Somebody pick my Vortex, man. Please. Please, 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 please. I really want to get in. I really want my boss to be in the game. It would make me so fucking happy. It would make me so happy. I worked hard, I fit it within all the parameters, which was really freaking difficult, because like the DPI that they wanted was super high. So basically by the time I was done, I couldn't have a background because my line work is really detailed, and when my line work gets detailed and clean like this, it gets harder for me to keep the file size down. because like the backgrounds that I want to do are like really abstract and weird, but like pretty on the eyes. Like if I would have colored in each of these vortex men, and one of him on the wall, one of him tossing Megaman, and the headshot here with him like showing off the vacuum suction, I would have actually gone over the file size limit of 2 megabytes. I believe it was like 2 to 7 megabytes, somewhere around that ballpark. Very, very tiny. But then the DPI needed to be 72, which was it's way higher than I draw. Way, way higher than I usually draw. Like, for comparison, this was how small that my art appeared when I went to rescale it. And my hardware, the graphics card was not working when I went and did this piece. Believe it or not. Sorry, there's noises outside, and I think it's just neighbors. Or animals. One of the two. But essentially my computer's graphics drivers weren't enabled properly because I wasn't using the right graphics card settings. Essentially, NVIDIA doesn't like to play nice with Linux, and I was using an open source driver, and it wasn't letting me do things with my card rendering or anything. So essentially, all of this had to be done by the CPU to scale it up like that, and it couldn't handle it and crashed the computer. Luckily, it was like noticeable and like I understood what was going on. But once I figured that out, we didn't have any more issues. I essentially sent this file into a editor online and had it spit me back out my own drawing because I legitimately needed this to be in a specific size, and I really hope they didn't tag it with some AI nonsense or whatever, but I really did try. But essentially I drew in like 0.3 or whatever, and they wanted 0.78. Ugh. Yeah, Vortex Man. I'm really hoping he gets in. I'm really hoping he gets in. Let's see. Let's see, what else can I show off? Now, if I show that off, people are going to start saying things in chat. I don't really need them to say things in chat. It's safe, but I don't really... That one I can't use because of one of the words in it. It's a meme image that I made. I promise it's fine, but it's not something that would be very good for the stream. You know, I've never actually shown off Red's reference sheet. Yeah, been pretty quiet on Red as a whole. Here's what Red looks like. Big old dragon that's down there in the corner. Oh, there he goes. But yeah, here's the full reference sheet for that. We never got around to coloring it in. Mostly because we didn't think that was really necessary. But yeah. I'm sure you can imagine what my inspirations were. Red being one of my oldest personas, after all. Well, the oldest. Oldest one in my head. Probably. Who knows? Who knows at this point? Split in my brain happened so long ago. I literally fell down a staircase when I was a kid. So, like, who knows? Alright. Everybody having a fun time? Everybody doing okay? Looks like everything's good. There's a song or two I can't play in here, but... I like the X6 one. I need to figure out a cleaner way to capture my eyes for streaming, but my eyes aren't always closed because I promise they're not shut that often. The problem is just I wear glasses. The program gets confused. Instead of defaulting to eyes are open, it defaults to my eyes are shut. And it could also be the lens dirty. Nope, was not that the lens is dirty. It just kind of does this. Especially when my glasses are on. That's okay. Oh, man. Let's see, what else could I talk about for a moment? So the snowstorm came in. My husband got sick. I got sick. He's feeling better today. I'm feeling better today. But he essentially had like a 5-day weekend. Or no, 4-day weekend. Because Saturday and Sunday he had off. I could have sworn Friday he had off for some reason. Maybe it was Martin Luther King Day or something. I don't know. He had a day off. Then he had the weekend off. Then Monday rolled around and his store was closed. And then Tuesday rolled around and he went into work. And they sent him home for being sick. They literally said, "Oh, you don't look good. You're going home." Which is so kind of them. They gave him the paid day and everything. He said, you braved here in this terrible weather. Go home. I am glad that he works for a good company. But man... if it weren't for some of the flexible things that we're able to do with payments, we would not be able to survive, I'll tell you that much. People prefer the X5 boss theme? I don't know. I don't really get this one. I don't think it's that great. Not as good as what most people think it is. You know what's... speaking of Mega Man stuff, I did this Proto Man piece a while back. Yeah, this one was drawn at a high DPI. This one's huge. I did this Proto Man piece when the song Buried in the Red came out. And oh man, it is such a good track. Yes, I know by canon point he's supposed to be dead during that song, but it's like, the rage. Felt it. And I went for it. It's just such a good song. It was just so fitting. I had such fun drawing this too. But I'm realizing though I need to draw more Mega Man stuff more often, more artsy things like this, because like I did this X piece. Wasn't the proudest of this one, but the composition is alright. I don't know, there was a couple things I didn't really care for. But I feel like I could do better. And eventually I think I will do better. But, yeah. A lot of my Mega Man work lately has been very sketchy and patchy, but most of my work lately has been very sketchy and patchy. I haven't had too much, like, actual clean art as of lately. Like, when Dual Override came out, got announced, I hadn't done very much Mega Man stuff. I had done this small bit of pixel art that's very tiny. Gotta blow this up. Not even my best work, pixel art wise. Yes, it's blurry, and the only reason it's blurry is because it's pixel art. I did it at a pixel scale. But I had realized I hadn't done very much Mega Man art in like a while. And I realized that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get back in the groove of it because I'm rusty. And oh boy, was I rusty. I have to actually like rescale. How big is this art piece? Maybe it's based on like a percentage of things. It's not this large, I swear. Don't you dare clip that. Nobody clip that. You can clip it if you want. When I say don't clip it, I mean clip it. Just clip it. Do what you want with it. Take me out of context. I don't care. I don't mind. It gives me more stuff to post on YouTube, and you guys can laugh at me later for it. But I realized I messed up a part on that image. I can't even like pull it all together. I don't know whether it's based on like a scaling algorithm thing or what. If so, then this will actually be huge. Well, that is not. That is the game window. He stopped snapping to the edges of the border. There we go. Oopsie. Oh, now it's bleeding into the other side. Oh man, I sure do love weird integer scaling that I did that actually technically should work because it told me it should work, and yet it doesn't. Dun, 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 dun. Edit transform. Weird. Yeah, this was my profile picture on like Blue Sky and stuff for a while. They said it was my my Halloween costume. I'm going as a cool guy. But I realized like a minute I did that, like a couple days later, I was like, oh, it makes me look really narcissistic. But I drew it when thinking of like a specific song that has clapping in it. I don't even remember what the song was. This is kind of just how I want to start the stream. Okay, is this actually going to be the right size? It looks like it. Okay, I can finally talk about it without sounding like a weirdo. Alright. This Megaman piece looks terrible. And you're gonna be going, what? Why does it look bad? It's bad. It's bad, okay? There's a certain amount of gap between the eye and the helmet that just doesn't work. And then the helmet itself has its own set of problems with the earpieces that I'm not getting into. And then the fin isn't centered on the head. And the reason the fin isn't centered on the head is because I'm a dingus and just wanted to draw Mega Man. And then I posted it for some reason because I was like, I need to do something to say I'm really hyped for Dual Override. But yeah, no. I'm excited, but like, let me be real. This is just a bad piece of art. What in the world is going on with all the noises today? Like, yes, my house is quiet, but Jesus. Uh, let's see here. I'm gonna show off one more piece for now. Maybe one or two. Going back to October's art pieces. Oh, there are times where I'll just get on a very like art fueled sketch stream sort of deal. Then there are other times where I just don't. I really haven't drawn much in like the last little while. You know what? No, I want to talk about this. Let me pull up these images that I made. They're not the cleanest graphics in the world, but they are some of the cleanest images that I have ever made. Can I not? Thank you. Thank you. That car is still honking outside. Maybe that's related to what it is. Alright, so like I made a grunge graphics of like, here's all of the officially licensed Megaman games that are not on modern systems. And you may disagree with me, but like this is a key point. This is all of the classic officially licensed games that are not on modern systems. And I will run through why I think that they aren't and if I think they will. Just real fast, while we're sitting here, while we're hanging out, while we're sitting here like buddy, like buddy, like buddy boy. So, starting out at the top here is, you know, it's the top. It's the start of it all. We've got Megaman for DOS and Megaman for DOS 3. They are not on any official hardware. They ran in DOS. The reason they are officially licensed is because Steven Rosner was working at Capcom's English PC division at the time and was very bored with... From the story I've heard is that he was very bored working on localizations. He thought he was going to be making games, and eventually he ended up making a Mega Man game while on the company dime. Because he had some free time. Now, he was a pretty good programmer, but the head of the office saw him and said, hey, we should pitch this. And him and his brother got to make the first one, and then he made the second one, which got rebranded as 3 to have brand synergy with Mega Man 3. I don't know if it worked, but, I mean, brand synergy. You can add the same box art. And actually, 1 and 3 both had the same box art with minor edits. So, yeah. Do I think these will come out on modern systems? If they do, it'll be through GOG. It'll be through good old games. It won't come to console. And I don't think that it has a chance. I don't think it has a single solitary chance of coming to modern systems. Outside of good old games. I'm sorry, I just don't think it does. It's a DOS game, it ain't great. We've played it on the channel before. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I've played it way more times than I said I was going to. So, like, you know, that's how it be. Wily and Light... Rockboard, now that's Paradise. Or sorry, Wily and Light, Rockboard, that's Paradise. Sometimes people will shove the word now in there, and I don't know why, but, I mean, I just did it, so. I'm going to look something up. Was it re-released on Wii? In Japan? Let's see. Fandom Wiki, help us, even though you're a terrible website. No? No, it was not. Okay. That tells me a lot of everything that I have to know about this. Because even Megaman Soccer, I believe, was re-released on WiiWare. Right? Was it? Was it not? It was not. Oh, man. That hurts, because, you know, Mega Man Soccer. It's the best soccer game, don't you know? It's not. It's really fun, though. Okay, so Rockboard is a Fortune Street clone. It is a pretty good, competent Fortune Street clone. It's got up to 4 players on one system. It's really well done. It's really fun to play with friends. I have played it with my husband before. He gets really mad because it's like Monopoly, and he can't stand Monopoly. And, yeah. I don't know what else to say about it, really. Do I think it has a chance? The only way it has a chance of coming out is Japan-only Famicom Classics on Switch and Switch 2. That's it. That's the only way. I don't see them doing an English translation for it. The Game Boy version, I mean, it might have a chance for the Game Boy version. Just because it was an unreleased title doesn't mean that it can't come back. Nintendo has proven that time and time again. Especially recently with the 2 Virtual Boy games being a new F-Zero game coming out on Switch. Like, what? New F-Zero in 2026? What is this? Mega Man Soccer. Pretty good soccer game. Does it have a chance? No. No, even though it totally should. Next up is Mega Man for Game Gear. And this game, let me say this straight up. This is a mashup of Mega Man 1, or no, Mega Man 5, Mega Man 4, and Mega Man 2. And you might be like, why 2? So there are 3 stages from, starting off, there are 3 stages from 5, and then 1 stage from 4. Then you get to the Wily Castle, and you get to fight Toadman, and that's from 4. And then you fight, I think it's, no, not Wave Man. I can't remember who you fight for the life of me. It's Napalm Star and, Stone for the stage select. Maybe it is Wave Man. I'm gonna say it's Wave Man, because I'm pretty sure it's Wave Man. And then the next Wily stage is Quickman's level. You don't fight Quickman, but it's Quickman's level. And this game is developed by US Gold, which is a European company that released a Game Gear game of a Japanese franchise in the US for Game Gear. And it's like an interesting little mashup Mega Man game. It's not bad. It's really not. I always forget, though, when I'm playing, that there's actually a screen camera mode. If you hold down, like, the B button or the A button, you can move the camera around, because this game has horrid screen crunch. Because they didn't scale down hardly any of the sprites to fit the Game Gear's new resolution. And it shows. But it isn't bad. It's actually pretty charming. It's cute. I like it as much as I like the DOS games, maybe a little more, but I fit those DOS games and that game into its own little thing. It's cute. Rockman Battle and Chase has a high okay, the game, let me go back. Game Gear game, does it have a chance of being re-released? Oh, hell no. Absolutely not. We had a hard enough time just getting Sonic Game Gear games re-released. But, I mean, you never know. We did get, Rockman Power Fighters, or Battle Fighters, for Neo Geo. So who knows? Mega Man Battle and Chase. This is a PlayStation 1 racing game, and it's really good. It's like Mario Kart 8 before Mario Kart 8, and it's like awesome. Okay, guys, hear me out. It is a racing game, right? And every time you beat a racer, you can steal one of their parts. And then before your start of your next race, you can swap out the parts of your cart with the parts you have stolen from the other racers to build a better cart. Or a just different cart in general. It's really, really cool. The European version is missing content. I believe the most complete version is the one found in the X collection for PlayStation 2 and GameCube. I keep hoping this one has a chance to re-release. If it does get re-released, there are two ways I can see it happening. One, it gets re-released on its own via the PlayStation Classics on PS4 and PS5. Or two, it gets re-released either on its own or part of a collection of PlayStation games that Capcom is just re-releasing and dropping. Has a chance. Has a high chance, actually. Megaman and Bass. Has a chance, but not the Super Nintendo version, believe it or not. I think the Game Boy Advance version has a higher chance of being re-released due to it already having an English translation, and also GBA Nintendo Switch Online needs games. Not even kidding. Super Adventure Rockman. This one has legal problems, and I don't see it being re-released because of that. But it's got a really good story, and it's cute. It's also really kind of tough. It's a point-and-click FMV on-rails thing, and it's really fun, but like, oh man. Poor Quick Man. It was a meme back years and years ago. Is even the screenshot I chose of Quick Man hunched over Mega Man like that is him taking a throwing star from Shadow Man in the back, because you can actually talk down the Robot Masters. I would love to see a dubbed version of Super Adventure Rockman. I know we got that. I believe some fans have dubbed the Archie Comics version of the Super Adventure thing, but Super Adventure Rockman is interesting because it's got... So, the Archie Comics version of this story is 100% its own thing, strictly because it has Beat. It doesn't have Beat. The game itself has Beat, the bird, as your little helper companion, pointer clicker, throughout the entire game. He doesn't show up until after Mega Man 4 during Mega Man 5. The Archie Comics version also doesn't have Beat at all. The game itself has Beat. So, yeah, that's something. So while I think the Archie Comics version is a great adaptation of the story, absolutely, is the only adaptation we've ever gotten, awesome! But I would love to see a full dub of the game, because the game is fully voiced, and man, but that would be some freaking work to get it implemented into the game. Man, we got AI. We have a chance. There's a chance to, like, decompile the game now. We could totally do it. I feel like you could do it faster than before. Like, one of the use cases I feel that's good for AI, and this is going to be a very controversial opinion, one of the great use cases I feel is to try to recreate source code to create ports again. I feel like a computer can understand a computer well enough to like decompile and recompile code. So why not give it a shot at recreating source code of games that we've already lost the source code for? And if it's not close enough, that's okay. Now we have a groundwork to make it close enough manually. I'm not saying let the AI do all the work. I'm just saying, if we have a groundwork, a framework for it, then let's try it. Let's try to let this machine do some of the really hard, heavy lifting that would take years and years, maybe decades sometimes. Like, heck, Silent Hill 2 and 3 on PlayStation 3? Oh man, those ports? The Silent Hill HD collection? Horrid ports! Don't ever play those! All because they lost the source code. Meanwhile, the Devil May Cry trilogy, they lost the source code to all three of those games. They rebuilt them from scratch just to port them, and that game's good. But, like, they gave the developers time. I'm saying in cases where we don't have the time, let's let them use the AI. Let's see where we can get this hardware as far as game preservation goes. But as far as Super Adventure Rockman goes for porting, absolutely not. We're never seeing this game again, sadly. We'll see adaptations. We'll see the Archie Comics version get re-released in like a year, but we're never ever gonna see the game itself, which is a shame. Prove me wrong, Capcom. I'm not saying don't lose hope. I'm saying it might not happen. Next up is Megaman and Bass, Challenger from the Future. This is a sequel to Mega Man and based on the Wonder Swan. They didn't even remember this game existed during the 35th or 30th anniversary celebration video. Like, it's the only game that's missing from a handheld or console. Like, minus the obscure Chinese-only games and like... Yeah, no, just the obscure Chinese-only in the phone games, which even Xover got on that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Mega Man and Base Challenger from the Future has no chance. It is a Wonder Swan game, and until somebody is brave enough to port Wonder Swan games and remind Capcom this game exists, we ain't seeing it again. It's a game developed by Bandai, and it's good, but not that good. But man, it'd be fun if they re-released it. Next up is the 2 Chinese exclusive PC games for the Classic series. Rockman Gold Empire, which is a board game. It's like Monopoly. It is not a Fortune Street clone, but it gets kind of close. And Rockman Strategy, which is a strategy RPG, which is actually a really cool, like, alternate thing for that series. We're never seeing these games either, and that comes down to the fact that these were only released in China. They weren't even released in Japan. Like, just we're not seeing it. And then as far as Mega Man Powered Up and Street Fighter Cross Mega Man. Powered Up has a chance, actually, believe it or not. Thanks to the classic PlayStation Classics, I feel like it has a chance. Not a strong chance, but a chance, and it would be really cool if they did. I would personally love an updated port, like an HD deluxe version that is ported with Maverick Hunter X as like a PSP collection. Heck, put those 2 on in HD with Ultimate Ghost and Goblins, and you got yourself a winner right there. I will pick that up in a heartbeat. And then Street Fighter Cross Mega Man. This one's funny because it's technically a fan game, but Capcom gave them the license, so for me it counts. I'm gonna be honest with this one. High chance of this one getting never seeing the light of day again. Also a high chance that they forgot this existed. Their website is broken, or at least it was broken for a while, and then it wasn't broken. I don't know. A couple people have already started to back this one up because it looks like it might be going the way of Lost Media. Hi Zeke, welcome in. I'm just talking about Mega Man for a little while. Well, I get paranoid about all the noises that are going on outside. Yeah, we're talking about all the unreleased Mega Man games at the moment, as far as like games. I just finished with the Classic series. I have an image of these for all of the series so far. It was after that, wasn't it? Yeah, is Mega Man missing X and Legends? Alright. This one was another fun one to make. I made all of these images on the same afternoon. So, all of these are by release order. So, let's start here on the left side. Rockman.exe Math Whirlwind, or Mega Man X Math Tornado, as it's sometimes translated. No chance, another Chinese-only PC game. Mega Man Legends, high chance. Mega Man Extreme, Game Boy Switch Online. Extreme 2, Game Boy Switch Online. Misadventures of Tron Vaughn. Strong possibility, believe it or not. Even though they've been skipping all of the side games, Tron Vaughn has a really high chance just due to the fact that Legends doesn't have very many games. And it would be a really easy win. It's a layup for them. Rockman Dash. I can't even remember the subtitle for this. Another Chinese-only PC game. No chance. Not a single chance. It's not even a very good game. And I'm not talking about Legends, I'm talking about the Chinese-only PC game for what it is. Mega Man X Command Mission has a chance of coming on either PlayStation Classics on PlayStation Network, which I don't know about that. Just because Sony doesn't support it the way they should, and but it also has a chance to come back on Switch Online via the GameCube version, and that one has a strong possibility, like a really strong possibility, and they should do it. And then Mega Man Legends 2, I mean, it's a guaranteed. It's a guaranteed within the next year or two. Last one for Legends is Mega Man Dash, Great Adventure on the Five Islands. That is a phone game, phone only PC title, phone only game, phone only PC title. Man, I am sick in the head if I'm saying that. No, it's a phone only title. Has no chance of coming back. Maybe, I don't know. There is a company that's working on like phone games, but they only release them in Japan, and I don't know. It'd be cool if they did that. Legends has so few games. It would be nice if all of those came, except for the Chinese-only PC title. There's reasons why. It's really not good. They didn't have anything to go off of and just made up stuff because Legends wasn't really coming out there. Maverick.exe has a chance. Would love for it to. I've been wondering, though, what is up with the people saying that Maverick.exe is not worth playing? What is going on there? No. Maverick.exe is totally worth playing. For the radness that it is. It is awesome. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do the last one. Because this was right around the same time as them announcing the Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection. So, this is everything that's missing from Battle Network and Star Force. Starting with Battle Network 1. By the way, these are all by release date. Mega Man Battle Network Wonder Swan. No chance, just because it's a Wonder Swan game. But it'd be really cute if they did, because it follows the anime. Network Transmission has a chance via the Switch Online. No other chance otherwise. Even though it would be great. Battle Chip Challenge, Switch Online, no other chance otherwise. 4.5. No chance at all. Sorry. Last time it was re-released, I was on the Wii U, and even then, because you couldn't use the Battle Chip gate, the game is a slog. Because it requires physical chips to be put into your Game Boy with a peripheral. Band of the Network, phone game, no way. Legend of the Network, phone game, not at all. And as far as Star Force titles, Operate Shooting Star, which is DS remake of 1, Battle Network 1 with Star Force elements, no chance, but man, I would love that. And I think that about covers all of that. I'm sorry for rambling, chat. I hope it was at least entertaining and informative. Alright. I'm gonna change what we're doing. There we go. Oh. There we go. Change the title and everything. If you refresh the page, it should work well now. Alright. Let me just double check everything. There we go. Gotta blow my nose real fast, chat. There isn't much up there, but what is up there is still driving me bonkers. Speaking of, did you see they're re-releasing Bonkers? Alright, which one of these lovely X games are we playing? 1, 2, 3, or 4, chat. 1, 2, 3, or 4. First AC is the first we go to. For that is the way, the only way. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Don't say options. I swear. First come, first served. Don't mind my nasaliness. I am still getting over a cold. Whichever you guys say is the one we're doing. Today was gonna be Battle Network 5, but I figure with how I'm feeling, I figured it would be better if I just didn't. If I just did some X instead. Ah, need to put my jacket on. There we go. That is the struggle. In an attempt to stay warm, the cat is hibernating. That's right, the cat is hibernating. I would like to remind everybody to say hi in chat, because otherwise, you guys don't count as views. So I have no idea if I'm doing this stuff right. If you guys don't, please say hi. So can I get a hi from everybody in chat? X 1, 2, 3, or 4. Whichever one is said first is the one we are doing. And if you don't have a preference, then we're gonna do X4. And that'll be how it be, chat. Three, 2, 1, X4 it is. Why not? I need to have my information up about the RAM and stuff on the PC up. Fun fact, did you know you can damage this guy? Just take him out, and then the whole stage, you just don't have to deal with him? I don't think it does anything with a boss. Got that X4 energy going on. Meanwhile, I'm struggling to just breathe. That is the struggle, chat. That is the struggle for today. Anybody's just like, well, what's going on there? It's like, well, I can't breathe. Just the way the game works. When you play X4, you just can't breathe, guys. That's how it works. Does it mean anything? Oh, absolutely not. Is there anything to read into further? Nope. Just sick. Just sick cat moments. I don't like getting colds. I got way too many of them, like, last year. Like, early 2025, and then all of 2024. I basically spent all of 2024 working or sick, and I did not enjoy myself. It was the year of the very sick cat. Blade said, in INB4, Megaman X4? In before X4? I don't know what you're trying to say there, Blade, but welcome in. Hope you're doing well. You missed all the talking ramble stuff that I did about all of the other unreleased Mega Man X games, or Mega Man games. What I mean is unre-released Mega Man games from each of the series. I went over all the graphics and stuff that I made. Did I show you those graphics? You don't know whether it's just something people say, oh, okay. Cool to know. You don't think so? Oh, dang. Might have been something Discord was... It was too big for Discord, I think. Give it a try. I mean, there's no harm. It's just gonna be a kind of hangout day. The size is too big. It's too big for that. 3 images? They're not even that large in file size. You're prepping for your next con? Oh, well, my next con is gonna be around February 12th, which is my husband's birthday. It's that weekend. So. Which con you going to, Blade? I'm gonna be in Michigan, so. Saving data.
Brave soldier.
Brave. I don't know. I should have probably let that play out while I'm hunting for these images. Can I just view the post? Can I just view the full post? Is that... There we go. And I can just send this to you. My posts on most social media stuffs kind of go unanswered. But Blade, I sent you the link to it. You can take a look at each of those 3 images that I made. What's that? That way. Yours is on the 8th. It's Comic-Con, and Megatroidvania are going to host the Megaman panel. Awesome. Feel free to use those images if you guys want. Need more people to realize there's not that many Mega Man games that are missing from modern systems. And hey Manu, welcome in. How you doing? How you enjoying the new mod role in the server? I did not mean to just click go, but seeing as it was on Web Spider, that ain't the worst thing in the world. My computer's running a lot better now that the graphics card is actually working properly. Like, usually when I stream, it's like the CPU is up to like 40 or 50% of its capacity. Now it's at like, let's see, 20%. And only shooting up on specific cores for the tracking. So like, that ain't bad. You're alright, just busy? Oh, I feel that. I'm alright, just sniffly. So, so you know. Just the way it is. Oh, so I learned something recently that I didn't know before about Megaman.exe's armors. Did you know that so some interpretations of the X1 armor is that it is the first armor all the way through the 4th armor is technically the same armor. I don't know whether it's true, but I've heard things. Granted, I have my own interpretation, but I've heard that there are a couple of sources from X, from when X1, 2, and 3 came out, and 4, that the 1st through the 4th armor are actually the capsule's AI, Dr. Light, upgrading the armor to fit the needs of the current battle at hand. So that's something. I've also heard that perhaps the data for all of the armor and stuff is actually stored in X himself, which is what is allowing it to do so. I don't know. If it's fan canon, then I don't know. It's fun fan canon. Oh, unreleased games as well. Oh man, that's gonna be fun. I hope you cover, oh shoot, what was it? In your opinion, X-Armors are nano-machines? X-Armors are not nano-machines. But, cool theory. Cool theory, bro. Sorry. I don't mean to shoot it down. I just don't see how it could be nanomachines. That'd be a very different series if it was nanomachines. I think it would involve a lot more Metal Gears. A lot more Metal Gears and a lot less super fighting robots. And X50 can pick up programs from Dr. Light capsules. X has unlimited potential. Each program unlocks a new configuration of X's body. That's what my theory was. That's what I thought was happening. Which is why that they were able to be reload, like every capsule does its thing, right? But then start like but the X5 the X5's 5 and 6 armor. I have a theory about that. And I think it's gonna come up in Dual Override. I think there were legal shenanigans Dr. Light talks about it being a safety protocol. I don't think it's a safety protocol on X's end. I seriously think it's a safety protocol on Dr. Light's end. Like, Dr. Light somehow got sanctioned from the robotics team. From robotics as a whole. And wasn't allowed to continue making robots, but continued to design and make new armors for X using government funding, and wasn't and shouldn't have been, which is why they only work when you have all 4 parts, because otherwise they'd be able to decrypt the information if they got a hold of one piece of the armor. If they don't have all the parts, they can't decrypt the data and figure out what he's doing. Meanwhile, if they could, since it requires all 4 parts and they can only get 1, 2, or 3 of those parts, that's a lot safer on Dr. Light's end. Just a theory, but it is my theory. I'm sticking to it. It's time to get cereal. Get Cheerios. There we go. The next 5, Zero can pick up the programs, and it happens via nanomachines. Sure. Let's go with it. Let's just go with it. Technically, Zero can use the armor parts. Megaman Extreme 2. Enough said. Manu just posts a bunch of stickers of the goat. Thank you for the use of the stickers of the goat. I don't know if they showed up in the actual little thing, because my little preview window. I'm blocking it with my RAM information. There we go. Just gonna nerd talk for a while. That's kind of where I'm at. Did you guys see that Nintendo's releasing a new F-Zero game? Yeah, I don't even know how to feel about that. But I'm letting you know. So you know. With it what you will. We've got an ad that's gonna start soon, so. Yeah, it's for Virtual Boy. The Virtual Boy Switch Online is getting unreleased Virtual Boy games. And with them doing that, that means there are 2 new Virtual Boy games, meaning the total release library of Virtual Boy games is now up to 24 games. 24. Did you know that you can turbo? Me neither. I was supposed to grab that. That's the whole reason I'm here. Because I find the Colonel fight really annoying. But you got a new Virtual Boy game. 2 new Virtual Boy games. 2. Not just 1, we got 2. Before Mega Man Legends 3 or GTA 6. I know, right? Honestly, I want GTA 6 to be delayed again. Also, did you see the price tag on that game? That is an $80 game. It's not gonna sell as well as what they think it is at that price tag. I'm sorry. It just won't. It doesn't matter how good the game is. Not that many people can afford $80. I'll have to say it once we get back from the ad. Ta-da. I actually really like the jet bike sections in all of the X games, including X8s. Actually, I think X8s are my favorite. They're really good. X2s are kind of weak, but it was like their first time. The ride armors in X3 are really cool. I love that system. Yeah, it's clunky, but it works. I just did that first try. Don't ask me how I did it. Anyways, yeah, new Virtual Boy game before Legends 3. We got 2 new Virtual Boy games before Legends 3 and GTA 6. But here's my other thing. Did you guys see the price tag on GTA 6? People were joking about it being $100, but it might as well be. It's an $80 game. They're charging Mario Kart World prices. And they think it's gonna sell like GTA 5 did, but better. And I'm sorry, but for $80, I don't think it can. I seriously think the $80 price tag is gonna kill it. I think a lot of people are gonna look at that price tag and say, nah, I'm good. The more I've been talking to some casual gamers, the more I'm realizing a lot of people don't have money to spend on games. And a lot of the casual audience is okay with just playing free-to-play stuff. I don't think GTA 6 is going to sell like everybody thinks it's going to sell. I think they're going to make $20 more than they did on every copy, yes, but I don't think they're going to make more than they made on GTA 5. It might be enough to make them like realize they need to like really scale back what they're doing. I didn't plan to win there, but I did. That's something. It's a goo shaver. Goo shaver. It's a goo shaver. Why do most Megaman designs feature giant feet? Because they're robots. The real reason is mostly just it's a lore reason why. It's a technology and lore reason why. If you're thinking about a robot from any standpoint, you know, the legs are going to have to be strong and large to support a bipedal being. So when it comes to designing a machine like that, especially early on, it's going to have larger feet. Because you can't guarantee all the systems are going to be perfect to like hold that up and keep that operational. So instead of doing that, they designed all the characters with large legs, large feet. It's more bulbous, more rounded. Meanwhile, by the time we get to the Zero series, that is no longer a problem, and the leg size has been cut down dramatically to the size of a normal human leg. Which we see in ZX, it's the same, and then in Mega Man Legends, yeah, no, it's the same there too. Like, in the feet and legs and everything, even when armored up, far closer to a normal human leg than, say, what we see in the classic or X games. It's just a design element and a quirk of the world, but it really is just, these are robots, and to dignify that they are robots, we have given them larger leg pieces. Because that's a robot that is bipedal and standing upright is going to need large feet in order to achieve that goal. That's it. Just a little design quirk. I think it's a cute design quirk, but it's fun that it's got a lore reason. Yeah, I guarantee you, go look up the Mega Man Zero games, like, just look at the way the Zero games look and the ZX games. Look at the way that any robots look there. A lot more slimmed down feet. and they're only larger when they need to be. The fact that there is lore reasons just makes me love this franchise even more. Because that's one of the things that a lot of franchises would not actually care to explain. Like, I mean that wholeheartedly. There's a lot of franchises out there, a lot of game series, where their ethos, their entire ethos on the game itself is the story doesn't matter at all. My ethos is a good story can make a game better, but nobody should be here strictly for the story. Gameplay should come first if at all possible. Which gets me into trouble a lot because I have to explain that while a good story is great, I have to take side with Miyamoto and John Carmack a lot of the time when it comes to like the language we use in talking about this stuff. Because I'm like, yes, while a story is great, it really doesn't matter. If your gameplay is going to be garbage, it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. If you're here to program things, you shouldn't be telling me about your story. You should be focusing on the gameplay. You should be focusing on the UI. You should be focusing on the things that actually do things in your game. Unless your game is a text-based adventure game, I don't think it should matter all that much. And even then, like, the interactive parts of a text-based game is generally where I find the most enjoyment. Which I know that one's gonna sting a lot of people, but like the Ace Attorney games, my favorite part is hunting around and like looking at stuff. The quirky, fun dialogue makes that part even more enjoyable. But I'm just saying. Another one to be normal about. Oh my god, we're being normal again? Speaking of, the shorts have been doing really well, guys. Thanks for all the support on those. I've been uploading the clips that you guys have made throughout everything. And I've been uploading those every Monday. And yeah, no, the love on those have been great. We uploaded one on Minecraft. Just a couple days, just back Monday. And it's been doing gangbusters. Don't put bees in your mouth. Like 650 views already, like, whoa, that's a lot. Especially for a channel that's been inactive, like, that's nuts. Like, guys, thank you. That means a lot. Keep doing that. Let's see, we got Twin Slasher, which is their weakness, yar! Let's see. I am gonna have to use the restroom again. Let's see here. Yar, we're pirates. We're looking for booty. Yar. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back, chat. Yeah, I gotta use the restroom. Please use the throw command, by the way, when I get back. I want you guys to prep throw commands so I can have a throw and a throw and a throw and a throw. Do it. I want to come back and get pelted. Alright. I'll lift the curtain now. See where this goes. Bam. We're back. Did you know we're back? Chat, did you know? Oh gosh, we're getting thrown. We're getting tossed. We got one. We got one snowball. Thank you, Manu, for playing along. Oh gosh. Oh good heavens. I need to up the response from the model. I can make it so it, like, ragdolls me into another plane of existence. Eat the pellets. Ah, I'm eating the pellets. We need more people in chat who are willing to do it. You guys can get pellet points by just watching the stream, so please feel free to do it as much as you want throughout today. Another husbando, please. Ah, fine. But only because you asked. Only because you asked, you get split mushroom. Your best husbando. Yeah, what do you think? Husbando? Husbando material? Not husbando! I'm bad. I'm fucking bad. Oh. 1/3. I need to write this down. $1.32. Very phallic. It's just a mushroom, chat. What do you mean? What do you mean, chat? He's just a mushroom. Does that not make it husbando material? It's fun to mess with you guys. Depends on how you guys are gonna feel about Frost Walrus, and I already know how you guys feel about Magma Dragoon. Very normal. You guys are very normal about Magma Dragoon. Just like how you guys are very normal about Akuma, and Blizzard Wolfang, and Wheel Gator. Very normal. Mycelium, more like Mind Resonum. Yes. Fun fact, did you know this guy doesn't have iframes? Got the emote going on. Ready. It is good to see everybody just kind of stumble in. I'm having a good day. I've been slowly feeling better throughout the day. So you can do it that way, but I think the way they intended for you to do this is actually to do that. Weapon Slasher's a fun weapon. I actually enjoy most of the weapons in X4, but I don't get much use out of them because I go in a really weird order. Like, the standard order that you go through in, you really don't get much use out of any of the weapons. Like, you use them during the boss and that's about it. Until you're, like, done. But I need to get more use. I need to get comfier using more of the weapons in the X series, because I play the X series like a newbie. I don't really touch any of the special weapons. I mostly just use the Buster. And that's just kind of the way it is. But I'd much rather play this like a pro. And just like use all the special weapons I've got when I've got them. Have fun with it. I'm gonna run out before he's finished. There we go. Yeah, we just got one of the weapons that's gonna help us beat Cyber Peacock. Oh boy. Time to fight Colonel, your guys' new favorite waifu.
Ready!
What are you guys thinking? Waifu material or non-waifu? I mean, he's already wearing a skirt. He's got a kilt on, guys. I'd like to think if they had another chance to dub his voice, Colonel would sound like how he does in the Battle Network one. Pass on Colonel? Oh darn! You wouldn't be saying that to Beryl from the Battle Network series. Beryl and Colonel are a pretty good duo in that series, and for Beryl at least, oh my gosh, I like how he looks. Gives me that good vibe. Zeke has posted an emote. Thank you for the use of the bunny emote. Oh, I should show that off! Oh! The lovely Wolf Blood. She went ahead and did a retexturing of a model I bought for me. And I need to show that off once we finish up Colonel here. Let me show you guys this. She did such a lovely job. And I hope you guys think so too, because like it's so good. She did such a good job. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with the meme image I made. Look at this. Look at this. Sonic each. Yeah. She did an amazing job of this. And I need to show it off because oh my god, this work is lovely. She hasn't done that many model retextures before and wanted a project, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And you know, I've been trying my best to learn, but it turns out like I was so far off, and I had this done in like a day and plus a little bit, and oh my god, I want to like actually like give her something. I'm gonna give her some art just for doing this alone, but I'm also gonna give her more art for just like doing such an amazing job. Like it's just so good. I don't really have that much to give, and yeah, no, it's just kind of a free project. They did amazing. And that is the model that we're going to be using anytime we're in VR now. And yes, it is Quest compatible, so I don't have to worry if nobody can see us. It just, it's great. Alright, Husbando material number, 4 for this game. Cyber Peacock. Yay, nay, Husbando, not Husbando. You guys have to pick. You guys have to choose. Yes? No?
Ready.
Whoa, Twink. Yeah. I have some choice words about that word. The term twink is one of my least favorite as far as describing body types and things are concerned. I was once called that as an insult. Just so you guys know, I have never been, skinny my entire life. I've always been a bigger dude. I'm not tiny. But I was once called that, and I didn't know what it meant, so I asked the person who called me that, I asked them what it meant. They told me, do you know what a Twinkie is? I said, yes, I know what a Twinkie is. And they said, do you know how bad the outside of a Twinkie tastes? I'm like, no, not really, because I don't really eat Twinkies. And he's like, good, because the outsides of the Twinkies they don't taste great. Why don't they taste great? To which the response was, because they're only good when they're filled. And that's what the term meant. It is an insult saying that somebody is worthless. And that just hurts. To me personally, that hurts in a way that not a lot of other things hurt. And oh my god, that messed with me for a little while. It's been many years since then. It has been many, many years since then. So don't, worry about using the word, but I'm just letting you know that I personally have a problem with that term because I know what it means as an insult. I don't know if it means anything good at all. I don't think it has any positive inclinations. I know certain words, terms like that, do have positive inclinations. Which is why I have no problem using them. twink is one that I have no problem saying it, like, to explain it, but I have a problem calling people. In general. I don't know. Maybe I'm the odd one out there. But I figured I'd best explain myself before I walk into a minefield of people asking weird questions. But now you know. Tell me, did you learn something today? You learned that I'm a nerd. Please let that be the life lesson. The helmet lets us use infinite special weapons outside of charged weapons. Charged weapons will still take ammo, but this game really likes you using special weapons. You learned more about me. That is true. I mean, technically, by all regards, technically you now know a little bit more about me because I've told you that. Let me just say, like, out of everything, I have been insulted by women in the past, and I have been insulted by straight men, and I've been insulted by gay men. I feel like it hurts the most coming from women and gay men when I am insulted by them. Like, if I am directly being attacked. Because there's some amount of thought that gets put into it that isn't quite always there when I'm insulted by somebody who's straight. That being said, the dumbest thing I ever heard came from my mother's mouth, so I don't know. But that could just be because she's my mom. She gave me this one tip, and I was just like, that's dumb. I'm not doing that. I asked her early on in my streaming career, I was like, what do you think I should do for this? And her response was, like, so dumb. It was just to give up. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. Let me try to rerail. Okay. My mouth is super dry again. And I am out of cola. Which was the fear for today. That was the big fear for today because, you know, slightly sick doing stream, talking a lot. Usually it requires water. In times past, I've had somebody to come and go and grab me some stuff, but like I can't this time around. It is the struggle. Next week should be better though. We'll do the Air Force stage. Storm Owl. Husbando material? Nah. Bird material. That's how you know it's bird material. You know it. You know it. On retro achievements, there's an achievement for not getting hit once when you're in this this specific right armor, and I've never gotten that achievement, even though I've gotten really close, and it's all because of that guy right there. I don't know how to do it. This right armor is pretty cool. I'm just gonna tank the hits. hung around a lot of, like,
Ready.
mean people when I was younger. By the way, shout out to the Rat Messiah. Was not expecting somebody from my past to show up rather recently and just like talk, but we had such a good conversation. Ah, time to do commissions. Have a great stream. I hope you have me on in the background, Manu, and hope you enjoy doing the commissions though. I don't know what happened there.
Ready.
My thinky brain just went, ledge. Ledge. Ledge do be hungry. Hungry for the input. Why do I keep doing that?
Ready.
I just need to have confidence. Have confidence! No confidence. This is unironically the hardest platforming section in the entire game. Carmack says, hey dear, hope your stream is going well. Lunch you made is amazing, by the way. Thank you, and doink, yep, thank you for the throw. Glad you enjoyed your lunch. Stream is going fine. That was positioning on my part.
Ready.
Stream's going fine. We're just playing through this. I am out of the cola already, and my mouth immediately dried up. Which is a shame, but I'm feeling one heck of a lot better. Like, just good all around. I know I still sound horrendous, but I think by the end of the day I'll start sounding perfectly normal again. Which is good for me.
Ready.
This is straight up just the hardest platforming section. And this is all for an optional armor piece. You're just doing a lot of inventory stuff. I'd imagine. I mean, you guys do have a very vast inventory selection, and, you know, that new company bought everything you guys do, so, like, they probably have to inventory it all just to make sure they've got it.
Ready.
That's the one change I think I'd make. I would make it so the lightning web lasts for a set amount of time and not just goes away when you wall jump off it. The lightning web is a funky sub-weapon.
Ready.
That might also be it. I might be killing my jump with the hover. Luckily, I mean, I've got infinite tries of this. I don't have to... Yeah, like, I've got to take off my jacket. How I'm warm. Yeah, I don't know what I had, but it is actually starting to go away, which is really nice. Apparently, Taco Bell's chicken nuggets that are breaded in Dorito. Don't even. Don't even. I shouldn't even eat that. I shouldn't even think about that. And now I'm thinking about that. It sounds disgusting, and I kind of want to try it. Darn it. It's like the Baja Blast Pie. I'm like, it sounds terrible. I want to try it, and then I didn't get to try it because it's like a $30 pie. But chicken nuggets? I can afford chicken nuggets. Let's go to chicken nuggets. We'll get some chicken nuggets, shall we? And of course chat's gonna want to know what I think about the chicken nuggets. Everybody's gonna want to know what the fuck the chicken nuggets are like. Taco Bell has nuggets? It's like, yeah, they used to have nuggets all the time. It used to be a burger shop, did you know that? Anyways. Now me rambling about Taco Bell nonsense. I love that people just start messaging me when I'm in the middle of streaming. I don't mind. There we go! There's 2 Buster parts. I'm only gonna grab the one. Because it's the best one in the game. Too many messages. Alright, we got everything but the armor piece. So the other one makes a giant ball, it's the cannon one, but this one's way cooler. And those allow for some really nice precision. The death was not on purpose. A lot of YouTubers were like, the hover's useless. The hover's actually great. It's fantastic. It's one of my favorite little features of the armor. This thing dies really fast to the other... But the charge up is actually a lot faster. But that is at the perfect distance. I think that's how they intended you to do that. At least I remembered you had to go up. You know? It would be a little off if I didn't have to go up. I want Taco Bell nuggets. Can we try the Taco Bell nuggets, dear? If you're not already back to work. If you're still in the chat. Zeke, can you try the... Would you want to try the Taco Bell nuggets? Because I'm pretty sure you're still in chat. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just doing craziness. Storm Owl is beat. Chat, rate the husbando material on him. I want to know. Him or Web Spider? That's what this stream has turned into. I want to know. Alright. Now we can go to Magma Dragoon. I already know how everybody feels about Magma Dragoon. You guys were being very normal with Magma Dragoon last time we played an X game. What's nice about it is that I don't have to listen to the charge sound effects. And I can guarantee hits on things. There was a YouTuber who I watched a lot of when I was growing up, Clement J 462 426. I don't know. All I know is the 4 was the first number. Had some wonderful Let's Plays of the entire Mega Man franchise and Sonic series as a whole. I don't watch him much anymore. Him and all the Brain Scratch commentaries crew. I don't really watch any of them that much anymore. Which is kind of a shame, because, you know, a lot of them all of them make really good content. But, especially Some Call Me Johnny, his stuff's always magnificent. Huge inspiration on me as a person. Would love to meet him someday. Was it Twin Slasher? It's Twin Slasher. But he has a lot of playthroughs. His videos originally convinced me that you should always grab the large plasma shot, but it actually makes the final boss way harder. We just got a trophy, but it didn't pop up on my screen. That's a little odd. Beating with the right armor is okay. Actually, fighting him is actually really fun. He's got a really nice pattern. I did not hit up, but okay. He ducked chat. The boss is learning. It's time to get cereal. I don't know why. I don't know why I always think about that. I just do. I just do. Every time any Mega Man, every MX is like, it's time to get serious. I'm just like, it's time to get cereal. Don't even know why. Fun fact, the localization team removed text boxes before each of the boss fights, except for Magma Dragoon. I don't know. It's weird. Alright, then we go back in the stage to go get the heart piece.
Ready.
I also like the look of each of these charge shots a little more than I like the big plasma ball. The plasma ball is like, it's like, whoa, the first time you see it. After you've seen it so often, though, I think this looks cooler. I just think it does. I've got weird opinions, though, and my opinions don't have to matter if you don't want them to. Have your own. Don't go with the flow. If you agree with me, that's awesome. If you don't, that's cool. Matters of taste like this, all what you want it to be. I tend to finish the stage when I'm going through this. Also, I could talk about a bug. Those capsules, when you try to use them to fill up a sub-tank, they only count as a small energy. So that's a fun fact for you. They botched how those were programmed. I don't think they intended for that to happen. Alright. One stage left and it's gonna have everything that we possibly need. It's gonna let us fill up our sub-tanks. It's gonna let us fill up, get the last, the weapon tank. It's also gonna let, which isn't super useful. It's gonna show us Bilzard Biffalo. What is that bot? I don't know what that bot is. I feel like I should. Another extra life. Now all I'm thinking about now is the Taco Bell nuggets. That is the only thing running through my head right now. It shouldn't. I'm playing an excellent game. There's the life tank. Full heal. Then in the second half of this stage, they've got some excellent extra stuff. Fun fact, by the way, anytime a stage is split in two, X4 has 2 different tracks for each section. So, keep that in mind. There's Chill Penguin in the background. Fun fact, Shuriken. Sure you can. Somebody asks if I can have that. When somebody asks if they can have like a bag of pretzels from the fridge, sure you can. Anyways, that's a dumb joke that's been used a lot. Icy segment. And there's the weapon tank. Now we have absolutely everything we need in order to finish the finish X4 with X. Isn't that swell? Playing this game with the GameSir controller is actually really nice. The Legacy Collection ain't great at input latency, but like this controller feels like it combats it because it has a really high pulling rate. It's nice. I'm not sponsored, by the way. I just really like the fact that a cheap controller is beating out a lot of the controllers that I have. Like it's $20. It's just a good controller. Not sponsored, just good controller. I actually really like the Frost Walrus fight. Used to be who I went to first. I could always count on beating him. Just a pretty easy fight. And with the Buster, it just makes it a lot even easier than that. Oh, the ram is starting to climb. We're 2 hours in and the ram is starting to climb? No, maybe it stopped. Menu. Setting. No. Okay. Okay. We went back down. Now we stable. We stable? I think we stable. That's the funny thing. When it's stable, it's stable. I didn't even have to close anything this time. That's a wonder. Oh, but having it in the background. Making it climb again. I don't want the production value of the stream to go down, but can't have it climbing up as high as it was. Stream is going to end after we beat X4, by the way. I can't keep it going. 1, I'm getting hungry. 2, I'm thirsty. 3, I mean, have you guys heard how I sound today? I sound like a wreck. Plus, I probably could use a nap. Which is the most old man thing I think I've said in a while. Like a nap? You're only 25. Yeah, I'm only 25. I could use a nap. The one thing that a lot of different cultures get right is midday naps. They're nice. They're pleasant. In my case, I don't gotta worry about getting up for a while. Then I wake up at a really nice hour later on tonight, and I'm like, yeah, I've got the energy to kind of vibe it out. A lot of farmers used to go by that schedule, too. You've never heard of that schedule before, I can explain it. So essentially, they'd wake up early in the morning, they'd do all of their crop work and whatnot. Then, after their crop work was done, they'd come back, they'd eat some lunch, and they'd have a nap. Then they'd wake up in the evening, and after anywhere between a 1 to 3 hour nap, they'd wake up in the evening, and then they would kind of do their thing, do whatever they needed to get done in the evening. Oftentimes, though, it was more of a leisure hour than anything, from what I've heard. And once they got done with that, once they got back from that, got done with that, they'd have their dinner and go to bed. And they'd wake up early in the morning and do the same thing. They'd feel wide awake. Megaman.exe is Megaman is the most non-furry, furry-coded game you will ever play. Not so much in the classic series, but everywhere else. Like, oh, who is this? It's Magma Dragoon. Oh, that is Brown Scaravich. Blizzard Wolfang. Freaking Dragon, Pegasus, and Leo from the Star Force series. Oh, I did it first try. Okay, so it has something to do with when you hide this and have it running in the background. Apparently, it just eats up RAM. Odd. Odd, odd, odd.
Oh, not again. Hey, watch it! I'm terribly sorry.
Now it isn't eating up RAM. What was so different before?
Roger.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes being a VTuber is a little tricky, especially when you're on Linux.
Hey, Double, what's the matter?
Anyways, Double Agent, what's the matter? You know what? If you're enjoying today, if you missed out on early today, and you're like, man, I wish I knew what was happening. There were a lot of different things that we covered today that you would totally like to see. You can watch this. You can watch the VOD once it finishes going up. Tomorrow it'll be up on YouTube at 12 o'clock sharp, and then also to top it all off. You can always follow, show support, then you can get notified for when I go live. You can also join the Discord for that as well, which I go live every Wednesday. I'm not hard to catch.
I'm gonna recycle you.
By the way, the only reason it says that I start at 3:30 and not just straight 3 is to give me time just in case I oversleep. Or I'm not fully set up. Because that's happened in the past, and I'm like, I need to give myself the leeway. like these attacks. Need to heal. Shoulda healed, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I really don't know what it was that would just decided to spike the RAM on the application. I think it has to do with the transparency that is required to hide the buttons, but I don't know.
You're gonna get hurt, X.
You're that Evo slash. He's gonna be at Evo. New Street Fighter 6 character confirmed. There we go. Taken down like a champ.
Ready.
Now I feel if we, as long as... Man, I love that. People don't understand that I've got slower response times because I'm working. But believe it or not, guys, I treat this like a job. Even if I'm having fun while I do it, I still treat it like a job. Because it's really important that I treat something like a routine, scheduled work thing. Alright. Now we got General. Oh boy, it's the General.
It was our destiny to
He's
fight.
gonna scam us out of our car insurance or whatever. Someone call Shaq. He's gonna scam us out of our car insurance. I believe it was Twin Slasher. That was Twin Slash. Time to get cereal. Ah, so close.
Ready.
There we go. Gotta make sure I'm on the right weapon and that I am prepared for the fight proper.
It was our destiny to fight.
Oh, I actually did that using the hover. Using the hover, sometimes it works. Conversational. I don't know if that's a bot or not. I'm gonna leave it be for the moment. Welcome in. If that's a bot, I couldn't tell you. I'm just not well versed enough with this stuff. I'm sorry. Sorry in advance, people.
Ready.
I am a very dumb cat some days. Alright, now you want to do... Go ahead and follow if you're not a... If you're not a bot, just follow. That's a quick way to prove it. Because then I can give you a proper shout out. For those who don't know what I do, I mostly just hang out and stream and I play games once a week. I'm an artist, I'm a fursuit maker. Sometimes I do animations. But I mostly just game on here. Talk about trivia and facts and stuff that I like. I like a lot of Megaman. It's getting popular. Makes me happy. I've gotten good at commentating while playing in the last several years of my life, so having a high skill ceiling is something that I like having. When I get quiet, you know, the gameplay is probably going to get pretty good, unless I'm really bad at the game. Also played almost every single Sonic game alongside every Mega Man game. I've been trying to do the same with Mario, although I am still not as well versed there, even though I've gotten every Mario Switch game so far. Aside from, like, I think a couple of the little kids, like there's a Hello Mario, like, it's like the Mario 64 title screen, but as a full-fledged application. They did one for Yoshi recently as well. Didn't pick up it. I didn't download either of those. There's that. Taken down like a pro with a Turbo Fire controller. I really do like Auto Fire. Like Turbo Fire, Rapid Fire, I like that. It's an accessibility feature that I think is first-time players who are like new to gaming may not understand it, why it's a great accessibility feature. People with carpal tunnel or developing carpal tunnel or use their hands a lot absolutely understand it. As an artist who I use my hand, my right hand in particular, for a lot of drawing, because I am right hand dominant on most things. Being able to turbo a button down so I don't have to, like, mash just helps my hands. Like, certain types of controllers, I can't play, like, fighting games very long on them because it'll literally hurt my hands. My hands will start cramping up in a weird way, and I'll have to stop playing, and I won't be able to play for several hours. Which sucks, but you know. Oh, I'm starting to get hungry. You know it's getting real when my tummy be grumbling. I know what I'm making for dinner. I have not been cooking anything since I got sick. We're nearly at the end of the week already. So I've just got a week's worth of groceries just sitting in my fridge. Just hasn't been touched. I haven't felt like eating anything, really. The only thing I've been eating is soup. I made sure to get a bunch of soup while I was at the grocery store last time because I was like, I'm feeling that I'm getting sick. I'm gonna get soup. And like, that's all I've been eating. And now I feel like I want more than soup, and I'm still thinking, maybe soup? Maybe I should just keep eating soup. Anybody's like, why would you eat a bunch of soup? Why would you just keep eating soup? Because soup. Don't you two love your soups? Gavin Kitty. Sponsored by Big Soup. I'm not sponsored by any soup company. I don't know what I'm talking about. Soups, oops. Oops, it's soup. Oops, the soup. I'm getting some good clips for this one. I want to be able to go for like 8 hours a day again. Get back on a routine where I'm doing longer streams. It's already longer than what I normally went to on YouTube, but like... What I mean is, like, I actually want to properly do a longer stream. I'm just gonna assume that that is a... I'm gonna take care of that. Alright. I've almost beaten all the bosses. Got 2 left, and there's these two placement is actually kind of annoying. Like, I don't like having to go up and down a whole bunch, and I don't know, I just don't like the placement. Luckily, though, this boss is pretty easy. We, at the bare minimum, will be able to get a little bit more energy. X4 is just good. I don't know anybody who doesn't like X4. I'd love to know if there's somebody who legitimately doesn't like X4. Is it the same kind of person who legitimately... Is it the same type of person that would adore X8? I'd have to wonder. I like X8. I don't know if I like X8 more than I like X4. Maybe a little bit, because I like Axel a lot. But is Axel enough to save the entirety of X8? I don't know. That's one, that's a question for the rulebook. You know. I don't know, I've replayed X8 a lot, so... Who's to say? Oh, you hear about those native PS2 ports that they're working on? A native PS2 decompiler, recompiler for PC? That makes me happy. Now there's a chance for a native PC port of X7 and X8 that's not the PC port that we might be able to actually mod. Oh, that's excellent right there. Let's see. You're almost at full. I have Sigma. I was one of the first people to platinum the PlayStation 4 version of this game. I was so happy. Because all, like, the platinum trophy had a 0.00% for so long. And, like, when I mean so long, I mean, like, it was a day or two. And then I had the platinum trophy. And I was just like, yes, I've gotten the platinum already. For Legacy 2 and Legacy 1. I was really happy about that.
Tremble with terror. You are finished.
Because I'm not the best at Megaman.exe games, but the fact that I had had it before a lot of people made me happy. Because I like platinuming games that I like. Yeah. Am I ready for round 2? Gee willikers, Mr. Sigma. I sure don't know if I'm ready for round 2. Are you ready for Lightning Web and its awesome might? I sure don't think you are. Gee, I don't know. Ah. That was such a close fight, I just didn't want to use the tank. Like, you guys can see that. That was going so well. I just didn't want to. I thought I had it. Right after that fight, they give you a little piece of health, too. Let's see if we can do the first part without getting hit. I think I can do it. I think we got this in the bag pretty much. Twenty asks if we're ready for round 2, that I'm really not sure. I don't know, I keep cutting them off. Always the boomerang. Hey, how about that? You told you I could do it. Isn't too bad. This is the part that's always tough, because his weakness here is the Buster. And he's got 2 separate health bars and 3 forms. He always cycles through them in specific ways. Which versions is randomized, so... He might use water, he might use ice, he might use electric, he might use fire. There is an easier mode that we could have turned on. But I did not. You want to stay up off the ground for that attack. Just like that, that's the first one of the phases down. Usually, that's usually the one I take out the second time. There we go, there's that. And just like that, we took out Sigma. Yeah, it wasn't too tricky, just needed some practice. We didn't really, actually, other than the other than the game over that we took trying to get the arm piece, we actually didn't game over, like, all that much. That wasn't bad. It was actually a pretty good run. We're about at the 3-hour mark. We did pretty good today. Love the cutscenes.
This is Maverick Hunter Headquarters.
Zero.
It's good to see you're safe, X. I was really worried about you.
We're just gonna skip that. I really like the new compositions they did for X5 and 6 for this collection. I feel like they fit really well, and I feel like people wouldn't have complained as much if they would have originally used them back on the PS1. Or if they would have sounded a little lower in sound quality, a little bit more MIDI. But I think it sounds fine. I know it's not the one for X4 that they had to change, it's the one for X5 and 6, but still. Yeah, what'd you guys think? I think that went pretty well. All things considered. Trying to think about what else to add here. I've been sick, so it's a little tricky just kind of feeling out the day. Yeah, no, it was kind of a nice, lovely, quiet time today, just playing some X4. I'm definitely gonna have some more soup after this. Whether it be spicy ramen or just another soup. It's gonna be a soup. Gonna have soup. We've all been invited to have some soup. Have the soup. We're gonna be souping it up. Yeah. Soup aside, I mean, it's X4. Fun. It's good. Well designed. Next week, I don't know what we're playing. I'll figure it out, though. Whether it be Megaman or Sonic or Mario or something. It just kind of depends on when it lands and what we're doing. Let me see. Let me look at the calendar, actually. So, next week is the 4th, right? Yeah, next week is the 4th. Week after is the 11th. Okay. So I know what I'm doing the 11th, but I don't know what I'm doing the 4th. Because the 11th is a day before my husband's birthday, and also then that weekend is, and Motor City FurCon, which I will be attending. And at Motor City FurCon, I will also be... I will also be very busy. Let's see. All did we get? We're in there. Complete X4. Paint all 4 armor parts in X4. Complete X's story in X4. Defeat Sigma. Complete X4 is 0 without using the ultimate armor. Could have gotten that one. It's a 0 exclusive. It's 0. That one can be done with either, but it's tricky no matter what. Yeah, that one's also a little tougher. I almost had it this time around, but lives were my main issue. Aside from the sub-tanks. Anyways. But no, that was a good run of X4. Yeah, that same weekend, I've still got a short going up Monday. I've got that planned out as to what it is. I have to film it, but we've got this. Yeah, you know, feel free to follow, guys. Next week I should have a much longer stream. Today has just been kind of a shorter one because I'm not feeling the best. So we're going to raid out on somebody. I don't know who we're going to raid out on yet, but we're going to raid on somebody. Yeah. Let's see. Let's raid out on let's raid out on a friend.